In 1984, one young athlete earned just $90 million from his entire sports career. Today, that same person is worth $3.5 billion. And most people never ask how. One deal, signed by a parent, still pays $260 million every year. That sounds unreal, but the next story is even bigger. In 1987, a filmmaker signed a contract with no end date. Every time someone buys a theme park ticket, he gets 2% of it. That single deal has already made over $1.5 billion. So why were we never told this? And what are we missing? These people are not just famous faces, they are smart owners. While the world watched their talent, they were locking in control. They did not chase paychecks, they built long-term wealth. Once you see this truth, fame starts to look very different. Today we count down the top 10 richest celebrities on Earth. Together, they control over $27 billion in total wealth. Stay with me, because how this money was built will change how you see success. Let's start with number 10, Rihanna, a global pop star who shocked the world beyond music. Rihanna sold over 250 million records and won 9 Grammy Awards. But the real shift happened when she looked past songs. She noticed the beauty industry was excluding many people. Most brands offered only 6 to 12 shades. In 2017, she launched Fenty Beauty with 40 shades. That single move changed beauty standards worldwide. Rihanna has a total net worth of $1.4 billion today. Fenty Beauty earned nearly 500 million euros in its first year. She owns 50% of a brand worth up to $2 billion. Her lingerie brand is valued at $3 billion. She owns 30%, not just royalties. She stopped touring, while others chased streams. She proved ownership builds real wealth. Next, we move to a star who built billions using only music. Let's move to number 9, Taylor Swift, a music star who did what no artist had done before. Taylor Swift became a billionaire using only music, not brands. She earned her wealth from songs, tours, and ownership. In 2019, someone bought her album masters without her control. Instead of quitting, she chose to fight back smartly. She re-recorded every album as Taylor's version. That choice changed the power balance in music. Taylor Swift has a total net worth of $1.6 billion today. Her Eras Tour ran for 149 shows worldwide. The tour earned over $2 billion in ticket sales. She kept up to $600 million from touring alone. Her catalog is worth hundreds of millions because she owns it. She proved music can still build empires. Next, we meet a creator who sold technology for billions. Let's move to number 8, Peter Jackson, a filmmaker who began with low-budget horror movies. Peter Jackson worked far from Hollywood with very little money. Many studios said his fantasy dream was impossible to film. He ignored them and brought Middle-earth to life. The trilogy earned $2.9 billion worldwide. One film won 11 Oscars, matching a world record. But the real shift came from something behind the scenes. Peter Jackson has a total net worth of $1.7 billion today. In 1993, he built a visual effects company for his movies. That company worked on Avatar and Marvel films. In 2021, he sold its technology division for $1.6 billion. That single deal made him a billionaire overnight. He kept the creative side to keep building magic. Next, we meet a star who turned reality TV into billions. At number 7, Kim Kardashian, a reality star many people once laughed at. Kim Kardashian became famous through controversy and constant criticism. People said she had no real talent and no future. She used that doubt as fuel to learn business. In 2019, she launched Skims to solve real clothing problems. The brand focused on comfort and inclusive sizing. By 2025, Skims reached a $5 billion valuation. Kim Kardashian has a total net worth of $1.7 billion today. She owns about 35% of Skims herself. That stake alone is worth over $1.7 billion. Skims partnered with the NBA and WNBA, proving real power. She turned attention into lasting ownership. Next, we meet a billionaire who rose from the streets of Brooklyn. Let's move to number 6, Jay-Z, a rapper who grew up in Brooklyn projects. Jay-Z faced rejection from every major label early on. He chose to build his own label when doors stayed closed. Music was his escape, but ownership was his plan. Midway through this rise, Jay-Z has a total net worth of $2.5 billion today. Awards followed with 25 Grammys and platinum albums, but the billions came from business, not just bars. He built premium liquor brands and sold steaks for hundreds of millions. An early bet on Uber turned $2 million into $70 million. He sold streaming control for $302 million. Rock Nation became an entertainment ecosystem, not a label. He proved artists win by equity, not applause. Next, a media icon who demanded ownership in 1986. Let's move to number 5, Oprah Winfrey. A media voice born into deep poverty. Oprah Winfrey faced abuse and hardship that could have ended her path early. She found her power through broadcasting and refused to stay silent. In 1986, her show went national, and she made one bold demand. Most hosts accepted salaries, but she demanded ownership. She created Harpo Productions to control her own work. That decision changed television and her life forever. Oprah Winfrey has a total net worth of $3.0 billion today. At her peak, she earned $315 million per year. Over 25 seasons, her show created billions in wealth. One smart investment later earned hundreds of millions more. She proved ownership turns voices into empires. Next, a man who turned wrestling into global power. Now at number 4, Vince McMahon, a promoter who bet everything on wrestling. Vince McMahon bought a regional company in 1982 for $1 million. He borrowed heavily, knowing one missed payment meant losing it all. He changed wrestling into sports entertainment with drama and stars. Critics laughed, but fans multiplied around the world. WrestleMania now makes over $200 million per show. Television deals pushed WWE into 180 countries. Vince McMahon has a total net worth of $3 billion today. In 2023, WWE merged with UFC to form TKO Group. That deal valued the company at $21 billion. He owns 23.4 million shares, worth about $3 billion. Legal trouble ended his role, not his wealth. Next, a legend who earned little on court, but billions off it. At number 3, Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player ever seen. Michael Jordan won 6 championships and ruled the sport for years. But here's the shock. His entire NBA salary was just $90 million. The real shift started in 1984 with one smart decision. His mother pushed for royalties, not just a paycheck. Nike agreed, and history quietly changed forever. Michael Jordan has a total net worth of $3.5 billion today. The Air Jordan brand now makes over $6 billion every year. Jordan earns about $250 million annually, even while retired. That income is larger than most active player salaries. He also bought an NBA team and sold it for huge profit. He invested in brands beyond sports. Jordan proved retirement can pay better than playing. Next, a filmmaker who chose ownership over salary in 1977. Let's move to number 2, George Lucas, a filmmaker who made one bold choice in 1977. George Lucas was offered a bigger director's salary for a space movie. He refused the money and asked for sequel and toy rights instead. Studios laughed, calling movie toys worthless. Lucas saw something bigger than a film. Star Wars became a world, not just a story. Midway through this journey, George Lucas has a total net worth of $5.1 billion today. Toys and merchandise made billions, far more than tickets. He owned everything until 2012. That year, he sold Lucasfilm for $4.05 billion. Half cash, half Disney shares, which later doubled. He also built top effects technology for Hollywood. Lucas proved ownership beats salary forever. Next, the richest celebrity alive with a deal that never ends. Finally, number 1, Steven Spielberg, the most powerful filmmaker in history. Steven Spielberg created legendary films known across the world, but his greatest move had nothing to do with cameras. In 1987, he signed a deal that never expires. Instead of fees, he asked for permanent participation. That deal gives him 2% of every theme park ticket, every park, in every country, for every year. Steven Spielberg has a total net worth of $5.3 billion today. This one agreement earned over $1.5 billion alone. He still earns $30 to $50 million every year. Even without directing, the money keeps coming. Most creators chase big paydays once. Spielberg chose income that never ends. This is the real secret behind lasting celebrity wealth. These 10 celebrities now hold over $27 billion combined. The real shock is not the money itself. The real truth is how that money keeps growing, not from salaries and not from paychecks. It came from ownership and long-term equity. When cameras stopped, Deals kept paying forever. One decision created wealth for decades. Royalties, rights, and contracts did the heavy work. They worked smarter, not just harder. Ask yourself what you own, not just earn. From sneakers to theme parks, these stories changed how wealth is built. From beauty brands to wrestling rings, strategy beats spotlight every time. These celebrities proved fame is only the starting line. What truly mattered was ownership and long-term thinking. You just saw how real wealth is created over decades. Not talent alone, but smart deals and equity. If this list shocked you, hit subscribe and turn on alerts. We break down money moves most people never see. Now tell us, which strategy surprised you the most? Would you choose a big paycheck or ownership forever?